It was a stormy night when the rumors began to stir. The music industry whispered of a deal so dark, so forbidden, that it could never see the light of day. And yet, in the shadows of her mansion, Taylor Swift was said to be entwined in a love affair with something not of this world, a being whose eyes burned like coals and whose voice could bend reality itself. The story began in the dead of winter, when Taylor was alone in her studio, a storm rattling the windows, lightning slicing the night sky. She had been writing a new song, something darker than anything she had ever released. The lyrics spoke of temptation, of desire, and of a presence she could not explain. She felt it behind her, a cold breath, a whisper in the dark. "Taylor," the voice called, smooth and hypnotic. She froze. There was no one there, yet she felt drawn to the window, as if invisible hands were guiding her. Outside, the storm raged, and for a moment the trees twisted unnaturally, shadows dancing in impossible shapes. The next day, Taylor couldn't remember how she had returned to her bed, but on her desk lay a note written in a script that glowed faintly under the moonlight. "I am yours, if you are mine." She laughed nervously, thinking it a prank. Yet the music she played that morning sounded different, darker, seductive. And in the mirrors of her home, sometimes she swore she saw a figure standing just behind her reflection, always watching, always waiting. Weeks turned into months. Taylor's songs became stranger, haunting melodies that seemed to echo in listeners' minds long after the music had stopped. Fans whispered about a shadow lurking in her concerts, a figure with eyes like fire, only visible in flashes during the strobes. And then, one night, she met him fully. In the velvet darkness of her mansion's grand hall, a man appeared. Tall, impossibly handsome, with a smile that seemed to split the night in two. He bowed. "I've been waiting for you, Taylor," he said. "The world adores you, but I offer something they cannot, a love beyond life, a passion beyond death." She felt her heart race, fear and excitement intertwining. His hands were cold, yet electric. Taylor tried to step back, but her feet refused to move. It was as if her body no longer belonged to her. "Hi, who are you?" she whispered. "I am the beginning and the end, the flame and the ash," he replied. "I am the choice you will never escape." The night was endless, time stretched and twisted. Taylor felt herself falling into a labyrinth of dark hallways, each echoing with her own voice, her own laughter, and screams she couldn't recognize as her own. The figure followed silently, always just a step behind, promising secrets too dangerous to name. Days later, she awoke on the piano bench in her studio, hands trembling over the keys. A new song had been written, notes twisted and dark, lyrics that seemed to pulse with an unnatural life. Fans listened online and swore the music changed them somehow, awakening something they couldn't explain. From that night onward, Taylor and the shadow became inseparable. Some say they danced under the moonlight, unseen by the world. Others say she signed a contract with a pen dipped in blood, trading her soul for unparalleled fame and the love of a being not meant for human hearts. But the strangest part of the story, the part that chills the bones, is this. When Taylor Swift smiles on stage, when she laughs under the spotlight, some swear they see a flicker in her eyes, a glint not of this world, a flame that hints at the creature who waits, patient and eternal, for the next stormy night when the music stops and shadows come alive. And yet, none of this is real. This story, this dark tale of love, fear, and the supernatural was created entirely by artificial intelligence. Taylor Swift has never met a Shaitan devil or shadowy lover. This is purely fictional, designed to thrill and frighten, and should be taken as nothing more than a work of imagination.